Welcome to Emma Long, or City Park, or Derp City as I like to call it. Derp City because I look like a derp while I'm riding here. I'm here with a few friends I met while I was riding out here. This is a trail right inside of Austin, Texas, just west. It's got a lot of advanced sections and quite difficult stuff if you're not at all familiar with heavy, steep inclines. Those are a couple trials riders there, and it's quite popular with trials, especially on Wednesdays. We all like to come out, and they did just finish a competition recently, so you can see some tape that was put up for that in this video. So my goal for today was to try to keep up with these guys. They're quite a bit faster than me, so being able to keep up and see what kind of lines they choose, like this one straight up the middle, really does help, because instead of going off onto a different line, I'm able to, pick something that I thought would be difficult, see how they did it, and incorporate that into my riding. So this is the first real challenge of City Park, and we got 2 dumped bikes.
Yeah, I thought about waiting.
So a bit of a traffic jam, and already we're having problems. 3 minutes in. Not looking good. So this is the section that I call the soggy banana, typically because it's wet and it's shaped like a banana.
Oh, slipped out.
Oh, and that's the worst. Made it to the top, and my back tire just lost traction. A little too much speed, got a little bit ahead of myself. Now this is nuts. That front wheel just comes way up, and I do it again. Not quite as dramatic that time. But this, I just carry as much speed as I can because I do not want to stall here, and it is a challenge. So I'm gonna scoot around my buddy here and try to catch up a bit.
Holy cow.
One of the things you gotta watch for is when you have a worn tire in the back and a brand new tire in the front with a tubeless system like I'm running, it just wants to slide out on you on those slippery sections. So I don't know if any of you have some low pressure solutions for your front tire, but if you don't, the comparison from a 10 psi front tire to a 4 is amazing. It is a world of difference, and I can go quite a bit faster, but with that, I start to slide a bit more. So it's just something to keep in mind. Alright, so they waited for us, but how much will help, because this is a very difficult section. I fall quite a bit right here. It's just so technical and so challenging. So he did this quite a few times. I never got to ask him what was going on. He may have had something loose with his foot peg, I'm not sure. Maybe it was having difficulty moving? But he seemed to get it sorted out fast enough. One of the main reasons I like riding here is the elevation changes. There are so many of them, and when you get to some of these sections, you can just look out over the entire location. It's just beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's awesome. I love it. So at this point, I'm going a little faster than I typically ride, and I'm just trying to stay with JT. And I see this, I'm like, oh cool, I can catch up, and then oh, almost fall off the side of the trail there. So scary. Almost pooped. I'm just kidding. Okay, well maybe I did. I don't know what happened. Never mind. So this is another one of those sections that is quite a challenge, and the hard line's to the right, and I give it a shot, but I tipped the bike, and then I must have shifted it, and then I tipped it again. So I walk around casually. No point at this point trying to be quick about it. So set my feet and get it up and over it. Quite a bit later on, I do manage to catch back up, and this is the end of the lollipop that is added to the trail. It's kind of cool. You go straight down across a creek, and then you do a little loop, and then come back straight up. That's why they call it the lollipop. Pretty fancy. It's a delicious trail, I'd have to say. Quite tasty. A little bit later on, getting towards some of that trial stuff, and there's tape. Looks kind of spooky, hanging from a tree like that. I don't think that's gonna stay. Anyway, got him back in eyesight, and some pretty crazy downhills. This is actually one of my favorite parts. It's so cool. It almost looks like a quad trail right there, which is strange, but I like the line selection. You do have quite a bit of options. It makes for a lot of fun riding, and it never forces you into a single choice. You know, you got a lot of different decisions to make, and see if you can pick the correct one, pick the correct line, go a lot faster or a lot slower. Like here, for example, there was a lot of work done, and man, he just Highlanders it straight up the middle. That is crazy. Right around here, the trail gets a little bit more fun. It's not really scary anymore at this point. Everything's kind of downhill and easy from here. Gets a little bit more wet, a little squishy, little jellyfish. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, you got past the hardest. So we are all just right up in a line here. It's kind of cool, kind of fun, especially when you're going downhill and there's trees right next to your head. Makes it a lot more entertaining when there's people to just follow behind. But then David just guns it. Boy, was his bike smoking. Oh man, crazy stuff. And then this fella like just went out to the right. I followed him because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to stay with him, and managed to keep up. It hit a tree there. I just felt kind of bad about that. Then again, it's cedar, and I really hate cedar trees. I just hate them. Hate them so much. Worst tree. If you like cedar, you're an idiot. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're not an idiot. You can like cedar. Cedar's fine. So normally you're supposed to go straight there, and I always wondered where this went. And this is such a cool, like, little spot trail. Oh, it's so good. It was so much fun because you just go left, right, and there's like no rocks, and you have no cares in the world. Just a nice, smooth, easy ride. You gotta be a little agile though, because there's trees everywhere, and you have to duck under them, otherwise you take your head off, get decapitated. But no, it's not too bad. I liked it. It is a good spot. You got a cool little line selection there. You get to choose left or right. This is kind of interesting. And some more tape. Trials guys must have done something down here. But then I got out here and I was looking around. I was like, whoa! There's just so many options. I got so distracted and I just bobbled a bike like crazy kitty. I don't know what I was doing. So then I'm romping up this hill, and I realize I'm falling behind, and I gotta hurry. It's just they're so fast. So I start romping this way, and slowly catching up. Pretty happy, found him again. Seems to have gotten hung up on something there. Here for fun, you just get stuck on a root once in a while. You know, it makes it interesting. And this is kind of hilarious. He bops off the bike, almost knocks his friend over, grabs him and pulls him back. And I give him the thumbs up because I'm a dope. It just, it was good to see. It was interesting. And I did not expect to make it up this. And I'm having a great time. It's just, that was a little crazy. Almost went back on the bike. I haven't gotten it to do that yet. I don't know if you guys have, but it's pretty scary. Pretty scary stuff. Now we're back on the main loop. This awesome guy decides to wait for me, and we're taking the normal loop at this point with some really cool elevation changes. You go downhill for quite a bit, and it is bananas. And here's the craziest part. If you get stuck here, you'd be trapped forever. I don't know how you get out of there. I saw some guy on like a street bike down here, and he just turned around for good reason. That too much uphill. And so at this part I was kind of going a little faster than I normally would. The tubeless really helped out a lot. It wasn't ricocheting me off of everything like a basketball. Felt like before I was just had a basketball mounted on the front in between the forks, but not this day. Not today. This was got a little ahead of myself there. But this was a little bit better. But then here I'm just sliding everywhere. This dirt. I gotta get a new back tire on, but that's a different time. I really just gotta work on my mud skills. They are lacking.
Gotta get that rear tubeless on. I'm sliding so much. Just a rear tire, this one's worn. Also I'm bad, so that hurts. Hurts things a bit.
I almost hit that stump. That would have been so terrible. So we're going back towards the parking lot, and my buddy here decides to take the hard line, and it doesn't quite work out for him. Little bit too much weight to the left, not enough speed. Didn't have the right angle. He's been out here since 2, so I cut him some slack. Take off the goggles, try to pick a line, realize I'm out of time, and I just go for it. Get up the first ledge, get up the second, and yeah.
Yeah, don't take that angle. Oh, that's not a good angle.
Not good. So I tried to ride it. I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to ride it up that ledge. I just decided to get off the bike and push it up. But yeah, that's it. That's basically the main loop, or at least the interesting parts anyway. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.